This is Omni-Ista, and I'm on a little mini trip visiting my husband. He's training up about a 9-hour drive away, so I decided to come up and see him over the weekend. Um, on my way up, I decided I would do an apple day because I had been struggling um, staying the same weight and stalling for, I don't know, 3 or 4 days. So I just decided, I'll do it on my way up, and then maybe that would give me a little bit of leeway while I was up, since I wouldn't be bringing my scale with me. And I just figure I'm not really too concerned about it, honestly. I've been doing really well. If I gained, I really even wouldn't worry. I haven't seen my husband for um, quite a while, and we have been living apart for 5 months because he went on his job up to Washington initially, and now he's in Oregon, but right now he's in California training, so I'm just decided to come up and visit him. And next week I actually have to go up to Portland and fly up there, and then we're going to drive from there up to pick up our stuff and bring it back to Portland to the rental house that we will be in. So we got a lot of stressful stuff going on right now, and where normally I probably would have gone into phase two, my daughter uh, was starting, so I figured I would go in with her and make sure that she was, had support. So, like I said, if it doesn't work out when I get back, I just won't stress it much. I'll just continue doing what I need to do, and I won't worry about it too much. But that is actually a good topic of what I want to talk about, though, because a lot of people they get really discouraged if they haven't lost a certain amount of weight. They'll step on the scale daily and write it down and everything, but you can get discouraged rather quickly, and honestly, losing even the smallest of weight, there's many things that you can do to look at that in a more positive manner, so you don't feel like you're being defeated or being deprived for no reason, let's just say. I can suggest that you need to look at the positive no matter what it may be. A lot of times when I'm really discouraged and looking at it early on, I would do a lot of calculations on how much weight I had lost for the week, or maybe if that didn't seem like it was very encouraging, maybe for 2 weeks, or maybe for the whole phase so far, or from the whole time you started the diet if you have to go back that far. Whatever may make you feel better about what you're doing and continue is a positive. And sometimes you just don't see physical as much as you will see on a scale, or maybe you'll see body fat change, or you'll feel it, in different spots of your body that you've lost, or people will notice it. And honestly, I lost almost 30 pounds, and most people didn't notice the difference. And so a lot of times you just have to do things to make yourself see that there's a difference, and that if that doesn't even work, all you need to do is start to think about how much better you feel. And I can tell you that I felt so much better just from eating clean alone. So there is always positive someplace, and you just need to look for it. One of those things is the fact that you don't see it in your clothes a lot of the times, especially if you're on the large size, because the changes of your actual weight compared to going down in a size when you're plus size, it doesn't change in your size very rapidly. So I went down 30 pounds and I could still wear the same clothes. And so it's pretty astonishing. I'm just kind of getting at 40 pounds, and I've gone past the 40-pound mark, but most of those clothes I can still wear. They're just really loose on me, but it isn't like I can completely, it would be nice to have the next size down in clothing, but I don't have that, so I just, I'll mix and match things that will work, and get belts, that kind of thing. So I'm not really going to go all out and buy clothes as I'm going down, because I don't want to spend the money on it, for one thing, and I really can't. And I'll just do what I need to do as I go along. But I can say when you're larger, you just don't go down in size very quickly. And so when a larger person does lose weight, and they say they've gone down 2 or 3 sizes, that's a pretty phenomenal thing, because you had to have lost a lot of weight to do that. So if you're on the thin side and haven't, and you're just looking to lose 10 or 20 pounds or something like that, I think a lot of times people don't realize when you're up in larger sizes how much of a difference between sizes is, and that's the case. But as you get, the smaller you get, the tiniest amount of weight that you lose will bring you down in size a lot of times. And it's amazing how much weight you have to lose before you will go down in size as you're larger. So just keep that in mind. A lot of times, like I had said at the beginning, where you're weighing yourself, that's only one aspect of it. And taking your photos at the beginning always helps you in the long run to see the difference. But also the measurements, that's another indicator. If you can't find positives in your weight, check your measurements. That might be encouraging for you. Another thing is, as you're losing weight, you're going to end up going in what we call stalls. And if you stall in phase 2 for, I think it's 2 or 3 days, and you don't lose weight, particularly if you gain weight, but if you haven't lost weight and you're just kind of stuck, as you can do an apple day to jar it out, and you typically lose about 2 pounds, and also typically you will keep it off before you go down, continue going down. So as I said, on my way up here, I decided to do an apple day just because I had stalled. So I did not bring my scale, so I don't know whether or not I did lose weight, what the aspect of all of that was in the long run. I don't know. I just figured it was a drive and it didn't matter. So hopefully I lose a little, or like I said, I won't get very upset about it if it ends up that I gained even. I kind of looked forward to coming up and seeing my husband, so I'm not really too worried about it. But I've done really good so far, and I have to look at the fact that I feel so much better with that much weight off of me, and that alone right there is enough. One of the encouraging things I can tell you is that if you still are not seeing what you need to see positive-wise, just go inside the grocery store, take the amount of weight that you've lost as a whole, go in there, and the amounts, if it's 5 pounds that you lost, hold a bag of sugar or flour or something and see how heavy that is. Or like when I had lost 10 pounds, I went in and I weighed out I picked up a 10-pound bag of potatoes, and I was amazed at how heavy it was, and that I had lost that. So it puts things into perspective. I think my daughter was a little discouraged that she is at 7 pounds, and I had her hold a bag of sugar and 2 pounds of pasta or something like that, or a bottle of water or something. And I had her close her eyes so she could get the gravity of how much she had lost. And it does put things into perspective. And now I can go inside the grocery store and pick up 4 bags of 10-pound bags of potatoes, and I can barely pick it up, and I'm thinking, whoops. And I'm thinking, how was I carrying that on my body? So like I said, you need to look at the positive a lot of times, and there are things along the way where you stall, and your body they call a memory weight, where you, while you are gaining, you a lot of times will be at a weight where your body stays that weight for some period of time, and it as you gain weight after that, slowly or whatever, and then when you start to lose weight, you go along, and then all of a sudden you hit a stall and you stay that weight. And then typically, if you look back on your life, a lot of times that particular weight will be a memory weight, where you stayed that weight for a long period of time, and then you slowly crawled up. So just keep those things in mind, and just all you have to do is just keep going. It will eventually come off. Just do what they suggest you to do, and drink your water. That's really important too. And honestly, your long-term goal should be to feel better and to improve your eating habits and your health, and the rest of it is all additional, great thing. But you know, you just need to keep yourself encouraged, and um, I'm hoping that this helped, and I'm encouraging you to keep at it. Good luck, guys.